Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel and thank you all for tuning into this reading. Today we're going to be looking into the cards, what important messages you may need to know at this time. This reading is intended for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If the messages here do not resonate, please check your other signs as well. Thank you, and let's begin. What does Taurus need to know and need to be aware of? Spirit angels, we ask for insights and guidance. What does Taurus need to know and need to be aware of at this time? Alright, starting with the Father of Pentacles, followed by the Devil, Ace of Cups energy, and the Hermit. Alright, so I see that initially you are being persuaded to take up an offer. It feels rather too good to be true. You sense the red flag. It is a big red flag with the Devil. And you are listening to your intuition at this time, Taurus. And so with the Hermit, I feel like you're going to take a step back. You are going to be detaching your energy from this, okay? You are listening more to your higher self. The Father of Pentacles means that, yes, in the beginning, this might be something that you are considering. But upon closer introspection, assessment, and going within, really looking at things here more closely, I feel like you're going to decide to say no or reject or remove yourself from the situation and detach, okay? Not being influenced. Somebody is sort of a negative influence. I'm picking that up. And you're aware of the energy they bring. And I feel like you're creating distance. Let's see. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Justice card. The Two of Swords, and we have the Seven of Swords energy. Alright, take the message however resonates, Taurus. This might be in the workplace, okay? This might be somebody who's doing something very manipulative or deceptive. They're trying to convince you to join them. Like, let's do this. Let's make it happen. This is going to be a great outcome. But like you said, upon close inspection, introspection, examining things rather closely, this leads you to a realization that this is not going to be healthy in the long run, right? But I'm picking up that this decision is rather difficult with the Justice card. Like, you may find it very hard to say no to this person because they have authority or power in one way, shape, or form. I also am getting that they're very relentless. They're trying their best to convince you, persuade you. I also am getting with the Devil, they're good with words. They can manipulate something to make it seem like it's a good and fair decision. But I see that you're not being swayed by emotions. You're not being swayed by the sweet talk or sugarcoating. Justice means that you are someone fair. You weigh decisions, pros and cons. The Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords. There was a feeling of being in the dark. But I feel like there's some kind of information that is now being revealed to you, which allowed you to make this decision of saying no. Right? The Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords here. The Justice card means to act correctly with awareness, to make decision that is fair, objective, honest. It's all about integrity. Someone could be saying, let's do this. You're not going to be caught. There's no repercussion. There's no consequence. I'm going to make sure we're going to get away with this with the Seven of Swords. It's like tempting you to do something out of character, right? Like, this is a negative influence, Taurus, and you are seeing the red flag. So I am getting that before you go deeper in this situation, you're already backing out. And it is not wrong to change your mind with the Two of Swords. If you are going on a path and all of a sudden you realize this is not the right path, I'm uncomfortable, it's not what I wanted, it's not what I signed up for, you have a responsibility to yourself to be true to how you feel, because that feeling is going to give you a sign. How you choose to respond here is going to make a lot of difference. There might also be someone wise that's going to give you an advice, like a spiritual mentor, teacher. Somebody's going to talk you out of this, and it's going to make a lot of sense. They're going to make you see what you're not seeing in the beginning about the situation, And I'm getting that it's going to give you empowerment to further detach yourself from this, okay? Now, some of you, if this speaks about a relationship and not necessarily about work or business, this might be separation. After what has been done to you here, the devil means that there might be a misuse of power or abuse of some sort, not necessarily physical, but it could be mental, emotional, right? There was an abusive person here. I keep getting that. And you are now getting justice, Taurus, for what has been done. Some of you are really taking legal steps to get your justice, to make someone face the consequences and repercussions. They're being called to account for their actions now. This might be litigation process as well. There's someone on your corner here, Taurus, who's going to fight for you with the Two of Swords. Who's going to help you gain the victory here, to fight the good fight. You have great solid support system as well with the Three of Pentacles. For some of you, you might be up against someone you feel like is powerful, either because they have so much influence, connection in one way, shape, or form, or even money. Somebody may be trying to intimidate you, like, I have all of these resources and money and connections. That initially you might be feel like, I'm just not going to pursue this fight. But the Hermit and the Seven of Swords means that this person might keep doing this. The cycle may continue. And it's like putting an ending with the Justice card to this injustice and actions and behavior. Someone needs to face and take responsibility, okay? Even if this happened way back in the past for some of you. Sometimes the Hermit can happen when there's been trauma. Something very traumatizing may have happened. And it's like having an opportunity to get justice in one way, shape, or form. All right. Now, bottom of the deck is the Daughter of Swords energy. Now, this is a very intelligent person coming in. It's either they're going to give you the idea how to move forward with this plan. But this is also optimism and risk-taking. Like you are taking the initial steps. So for some of you, this might be in the initial stage. You're planning something out, your action, your next move. But also the Daughter of Swords is truth and honesty. I feel like you're fighting for the side of truth and justice. And so I'm getting this is going to be a great outcome for you, Taurus. You're going to get justice for what has been done. You know, the Daughter of Swords might also be someone like a lawyer, a counselor, someone that's going to give you a bird's eye view of how this is going to go. All right, this is being strategic. Because whoever you're up against with the devil, I keep getting that they're very manipulative, okay? Someone schemes a lot, or this abuse of power as well, and swaying other people's emotions. They're not going to get away with that this time around with the Seven of Swords. The truth will be out, okay? The truth will be out. I feel like for some of you, it took a long time with the Hermit, like you've been silent. The Hermit and the Seven of Swords, you've been silent about what has happened in the past. And now I'm getting that this healing process has started, finally, because you're taking action as well. Somebody thought that they can get away with what they've done here, is what I keep getting. They may also attempt to compromise with Ace of Cups and the Devil. Like they're going to make some kind of offer they think that you can't refuse, Taurus, in order to prevent you from the steps they're about to take. I feel like someone is afraid of what you can potentially do, is what I'm seeing. They're afraid now. So they're going to try to persuade you, make an offer that they think you can't refuse. But because of the Justice and the Daughter of Swords, I keep getting that you're not worried about this and you're not going to take up this offer. You know your truth and you're confident as well. You're not being swayed by this at all. Really, I feel like there's going to be someone who's going to offer you good counsel. All right? Yes, the Seven of Swords showed up twice. So, might also be that there was someone who took advantage or who took something from you. And finally, they're going to have to return what they've taken. This is a thief, energetic thief with the Seven of Swords. On a different message, the Seven of Swords as well is running away from responsibility. somebody here, they're so used to getting away with things because nobody really stood up to their behavior. And so I feel like the Justice card means discipline. Like somebody needs to learn the lesson. Somebody needs to face this. Otherwise, they're just going to keep repeating their pattern and it becomes very toxic with the Devil. This needs to be put to an end, okay? All right, Three of Pentacles showed up twice. So there's no need to be afraid or fear this. Might be in the past, somebody tried to discourage you as well. You felt like you didn't have the strength back in the past, but you have it now. And there's something that can be done about this now. You have solid support system with the Three of Pentacles. Also on a different message, going back to what I said earlier, again, I keep getting that someone may be trying to convince you to work with them. Now, Taurus, this might be someone who's tempting you to join them because they know that once you fight the good fight, that they can't beat you on this. You have enough evidence or proof, or you know the truth, you speak facts. So they're trying to convince you to join them instead, okay? This is a very interesting energy. Now that you're about to speak up the truth, and this is going to change everything as well. Your truth is very powerful, Taurus. Then we have the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Daughter of Pentacles. All right. So this is rather a turnaround of events or shocking to you. Like, why do you think I'm going to join you or settle for what you're offering here? Somebody may be trying to tempt you to be silent, or they're trying to silent you up. These are very specific messages that I'm picking up, okay? Eight of Wands, this is a very spiritual message. I'm getting that you're going to get a download, spiritual information on your meditative state, and you're going to feel more empowered. I finally need to do this. Something has been triggered in you. Like you know in your gut, in your soul, that this is the right thing to do. Your intuition has been saying something, and it cannot be ignored anymore. Then we have the Daughter of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, this might have been a situation where they kept doing this and you tolerated it in the beginning, or you just let it go in the beginning, but then it's too much. The injustice is too much, or this is becoming more and more obvious. And it's like no one is going to do anything about this unless you speak up. Daughter of Pentacles. This might be a lot older person as well, or influential person. Some of you, if it's not just a person, it might be a group situation or institution, company, whatever the case may be. The Two of Cups. But there's somebody here on your corner. I keep getting that. You have great support system here, Taurus. They're saying to not give in to what this person or this group of people are trying to offer you. You know, somebody could be trying to, I don't want to say give you money or some kind of compensation to make you stop pursuing this. But that's the vibe that I'm picking up. Somebody thinks that you're going to take the offer. So I'm getting that they're trying to underestimate, or they have underestimated you. Eight of Cups. All right, so this means walking away and leaving this situation, or not falling for the offer. All right, and just now there's something on my throat, Taurus, and this usually doesn't happen, and it means that the throat chakra may have been blocked. Somebody tried to silence you or buy justice, but the time has finally come for balance to be restored, okay? This person caused a lot of fear, or people. You may have been having a lot of sleepless nights, feeling haunted, okay? But tables are going to be turning, Taurus. I feel like they're the ones now being haunted by this, okay? They're the ones now having sleepless nights. All right, so Six of Wands in the Judgment. I see victory here for you. Truth will be out. Somebody's going to face judgment. The butterfly here is an animal totem of freedom, change, transformation. The dove here is peace. You're finally going to have peace with this. Peace of mind. The outcome is going to be favorable for you, Taurus. The moon card. Something that has been done in the dark is now going to be brought towards the light, okay? So that is the message. This may not resonate for all. Please take only what does and leave out what doesn't, okay, Taurus? Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.